You good? Everybody all right? Levels is good. Levels is good. Levels good. Daily Go Get 'Em show. Thanksgiving, that Thursday has passed now, but everything turned out right. We lived through it, got through the night. Yo, for all of y'all locked down in the hospitals, I hope that you will come around. And I hope that you enjoyed yourself and everybody didn't eat too much for their health. Yeah. 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 Yo, the itis. Who got the itis? Who still got it? Who still got it? Yeah. So tonight, now that all is said and done, we can talk about trying to control who shows up. And I'm gonna tell you, whether it's holidays or a family function or a party, a get-together, wedding, even a funeral, sometimes there's a big push to try to control who shows up at that thing, because some people ain't invited, you know what I'm saying? And you have a right to be around people that you want to be comfortable around and that, frankly, that you invited. So we gonna talk about what probably happened in a lot of y'all cribs today, but we gonna do it in our own way. Everything is gonna turn up. Yeah. Yo, peace and blessings to all of y'all, and I hope that everything's still standing tall. And nobody, yo, everything turned out right. Yo, I need y'all to hit that like button, y'all. That's all I need. I know some of y'all stuff. Yeah, but I just need y'all to handle that. Now, one thing I didn't do today was overeat. That wasn't gonna happen. No overeating for me today. I wasn't letting it happen. But yeah. Yeah, hit that like button, y'all. Y'all ain't tapped it yet. That's all right. Yeah. Yeah. Controlling who shows up. And who can't. Well, does it always work the way we want it to? No. But we still got to keep trying. has come and gone. I swear, nothing lets you know that a year went fast as shit than Thanksgiving coming. You know, it's all Christmas after that, and then hold on. You know what? What's on my mind? How many of y'all going shopping tomorrow morning or tomorrow? You know, watch how you answer this, because from what I understand, a lot of us supposed to be boycotting. All y'all black and brown people, especially y'all black people. Let me talk to y'all. Y'all ain't supposed to be buying nothing tomorrow. It's supposed to be a straight blackout. And if you buy something, like some essentials, you're supposed to get them from black businesses. Y'all gonna front on that? I know a lot of y'all are. Nature of the beast. You got invited to a Black Friday party. Spend all your money, baby. T. Carey, right. What we got? We got Zigzag 777. What, by 71? Why would you boycott Black Friday? Well, I just explained it. So if you don't understand why we're boycotting, then you're probably a Trump supporter, which is okay for you. Let me see. You treat, what's that? You treat ready? Is that what it says? Oh, you ain't ready. I'm sorry. You ain't ready. It says Black Friday, yay. All right, cool. And Hamilton, what's that? Hamilton, St. Ives, Unga Boonga, missing a small bone through the nostrils. And like your mom is missing a big bone in her ass. But I'm sure she got it some kind of way because you're here. So if I'm missing a small bone in my nose, you're missing a big bone in your ass. I'm sorry, it was your mom missing the bone in the ass. No, it's you. It's you. Welcome. Welcome here. Welcome. You search for feces in the anal cavity. You are an anal sphincter chaser. I understand. Tell your mom I said hi. Tell her I said what's up. Because I know that she like that. You know what I mean? You like it too. But this is not the place for that. This is not the place for that. We don't do that on this show. You know what I mean? We're not liberals on this show. We just, are into freedom and, justice and all that kind of stuff. So tell your mama I said hi. She'll know why. Tell her I couldn't make it this time. I'm tired of her always wanting to have unconventional sex. I just want to have regular vaginal sex. You know what I mean? Your mom is kind of cute. You're not. But your mom is. She all right. Tell your mama said that I said hi. Let your mama know. Let her know how I flow. Tell her I'ma get back to her. Tell her I'ma text her Maybe I'll send her an email, so your dad won't find out. You know what I mean? Because he be hating. Your daddy's like Fred Flintstone, He don't want nobody touching his Wilma. I understand. Tell Wilma I said hi with her redhead ass. Go Wilma, go Wilma. Go Wilma. Go Wilma. Go Wilma. Yo, tell. Wanna have a threesome with Betty. Threesome with Betty. Me, Wilma, and Betty. Yo, the world ain't ready, baby. Wilma and Betty, I said her. Your mama, Wilma and Betty, I said her. Your mama, Wilma and Betty. Yo, don't tell Fred what's up. Don't tell Fred what's up. Don't. That's just between us. That's just between us. Anyway, we're talking about controlling. Woo! Controlling who shows up and who can't. Controlling who shows up and who can't. At a lot of functions today, at a lot of dinner tables, at a lot of families' houses, at a lot of friends' houses, a lot of parties or whatever, a lot of get-togethers, a lot of Thanksgiving dinners today. There was a lot of vetting going on. There were a lot of people who were refusing to let people come, or there were a lot of arguments and fighting, sometimes physical fighting, because of who showed up and who wasn't supposed to show up. Hey, it is what it is. It goes the way it goes. But, I know that Wilma and Betty will be waiting for me soon. So, damn, let me get through this show so I can get with Wilma and Betty. I wouldn't normally seek out an interracial relationship, but I mean, Fred be acting funny, so, and Barney is a cornball, so I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do. Hold on, man. I'm gonna put my hardware away and we're gonna get into this thing. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. So everything is gonna be all right. We talking about controlling who shows up tonight and who can't. Controlling who shows up and who can't. Man, have you ever thrown a party? Have you ever thrown a function and knew exactly who you wanted to be there and exactly who you didn't want to be there? Now, there could be a lot of reasons why you don't want somebody to show up at your party, at your shindig, at your cotillion, at your debutante ball, at your wedding, even a funeral. A funeral is definitely one of those places where people often try to control who can come to the funeral, who can't. It's for good reason. It's a very emotional time. And you don't want to be angry at a funeral. And sometimes there's no way to get around being angry at a funeral if somebody comes to the funeral that you know is going to stir up even more drama and stir up more emotions than the people that are already there to mourn and to grieve. And you know how long a grieving process can take. And there is no accounting for how people grieve. They grieve the way that they grieve, and you have to let the process play out. So you don't want to exacerbate the situation by having somebody there who you know is going to muck up everything. By having somebody there that you know is going to cause even more problems. Somebody who's going to make other people not only shed tears, but maybe even throw punches. Yeah, you don't want to have somebody there that is not going to only make people shed tears, but may even make them throw punches. Recently, what's his name? Dick Cheney passed. Dick Cheney died. And Dick Cheney was the former, what is he, Minister of Defense, or what do they call it? Secretary of Defense. I'm sorry. Dick Cheney was the damn vice president. Dick Cheney was the former vice president. And, him and Donald Trump didn't get along very well. And the family of Donald Trump and the family of Dick Cheney did not get along with Donald Trump, and they didn't have no love for each other. So Donald Trump did not receive an invite to go to Dick Cheney's funeral. Now, Donald Trump being Donald Trump, he did not have a problem with not being invited to a funeral. And it's a funny thing when you hear invited to a funeral. Like, a funeral is one of those places, it's a thing where you go to pay your respects. It's the last time you're going to see the physical presence of a person that is no longer here. But yeah, the family of Dick Cheney did not invite Donald Trump, the president, the current reigning president of the United States, to the funeral. Now, I thought it was interesting that Donald Trump he didn't like Dick Cheney. So he didn't really have a problem not showing up. I don't think he would have showed up even if he knew or thought that it would be okay if he came. There are a few former statesmen whose funerals that he didn't show up to. He didn't go to John McCain's funeral either. But hold on, let me make sure that, because I don't want to get that messed up. Let me see. Did Donald Trump attend John McCain's funeral?
No, Donald Trump did not attend John McCain's funeral. McCain's family made it clear they preferred Vice President Mike Pence to attend instead of Trump. Pence, along with other administration members, represented the White House.
Interesting. So the family of John McCain put out a statement saying that they didn't want Donald Trump to come for good reason. Donald Trump was very disrespectful of John McCain when he was alive. I think it's also interesting that they requested that Mike Pence, you remember Mike Pence, the former vice president to Donald Trump in his first administration, the one that he called to be killed because he wouldn't help him steal the election and shit, or at least change around the election results or stop the confirmation. That shit crazy. Donald Trump do you dirty what he's done. So I'm not surprised. I'm surprised he's not uninvited to more and more functions. But people let him go. How do I know that any of what is fact? How do I know that? I just looked it up. You got Google on your phone? How about Siri? Check it out. It's easy. Look up Google on Google or Siri. You can talk to it just like a regular person. If you have like an English accent, or I mean, if you speak American English, or whatever language you speak, they can look it up for you. Look up, did the family of John McCain invite Donald Trump to John McCain's funeral? Or if you're curious about if you're talking about the Dick Cheney thing, look it up. Look it up. Oh, tell you what, since you already are misinformed, I'll do it for you. Because I know a lot of y'all don't really like to do your homework. So I'll do your homework for you. I got you. Did the family of Dick Cheney invite Donald Trump to the funeral?
No, Donald Trump wasn't invited to Dick Cheney's funeral. Reports confirm that both Trump and his vice president, J.D. Vance, were intentionally excluded, reflecting the political differences between Cheney and Trump. The family made this decision as a final statement.
It says, in case you didn't hear, and I know you did hear, no, Donald Trump was not invited to the funeral of Dick Cheney. Reports confirm that both Trump and his vice president J.D. Vance were intentionally excluded from the service, a decision that reflects the significant political rift between Cheney and Trump. I know what the fuck I know. Come on, man. What y'all think? We just turn the camera on here and just say anything that can't be, or that can be fact checked and just go for ours? That would be dumb. Dimples D's. What up, Ma? How you feeling, Ma? Good to see you. Good to see you. Dirty Clean says Dick Cheney passed away. You didn't know that? Damn, man. What's going on? I don't know about some of the regular things that are going on in the world. But anyway, so we're talking about controlling who shows up and who can't show up. So we're talking about, like, when you throw a party, you throw a function, you have a wedding or sometimes a funeral, and there are certain people that you do not want to be there. So you do whatever is necessary to make sure that they can't go there. They can't show up. They can't be there. Have you ever had to do it? More than likely, a lot of you have had to do it. You know, you may have made it clear to the people who you invited. Make sure that such and such don't come. No plus ones. You know, if you're throwing a party, especially if you're throwing a party where there's going to be catering and you only have a certain amount of food items, and you know there's a specified amount where you can feed everybody, then you have to make sure that you don't just let anybody come. Like, oh yeah, you know, it's open, whatever. You know, everybody come, because not everybody's going to be able to eat. It'll be crazy. Dirty Clean says, yes, I was a doorman at Thanksgiving dinner this evening. I didn't let anybody in. Oh my God, you are hilarious. Oh my gosh. You are doing it. Hold on, I got something for you. Oh, this is too much. Oh, did you hear what he's, yo. Oh, wow. Let's hear it for the boy. I see what kind of night it's going to be tonight. See what kind of night it's going to be tonight. See what kind of night it's going to be tonight. I'm used to this trolling shit. It's going to be all right. I said, I see what kind of night it's going to be tonight. See what kind of night it's going to be tonight. See what kind of night it's going to be tonight. I'm okay with it because it's trolling me tonight. Try to come through like a troll. That's all right, because God's always in control, and I'm going to control everything that's in my realm. So I'm going to make sure that when I'm at the helm, everything is going to turn out the way I say. I do that shit at 2:00. Even in the daytime, I'm the right dude to say a rhyme. Everything's going to be all right. No committing crimes. Dimes is what I stop on to pop off. And yo, you think this really is kind of stop off? Well, you came to the wrong place, my son, because I'm not the O&E. That's the one. All right, let's go. So like I said, you said I wasn't sure. Yeah, but I mean, you said you were being honest. Maybe you didn't know that he died. That's okay. But when you said, yes, I was a doorman at Thanksgiving dinner this evening, I didn't let anybody in. I mean, I'm not sure. Did I take that too personally? Or did you mean that in a figurative sense? In other words, like you were in charge of making sure that no uninvited guests came over. I mean, because if you were being serious, then I'll apologize. But only if you were being serious. Only if you were being serious. No, Dick Cheney died a few weeks ago. He actually died like 3 weeks ago. So I'm like, matter of fact, let me see. What was the date that he died? What is the date of Dick Cheney's passing?
Dick Cheney passed away on Monday, November 3rd, 2025.
Yeah.
He was 84 years old, and the cause of death was complications from pneumonia and heart problems.
So he died on November 3rd. So he's been gone for a minute, but I know the funeral was just last week. So, you know, like, they kind of let the body cook for a minute. He kind of let the body hang around for a minute. Oh, you meant that literally. Nope, it's my place and nobody came over. Oh, that's a little different. But all right, man, we gonna rock with it. It's okay. We gonna rock with what you said. If you didn't want anybody to come to your crib and it was your Thanksgiving party, but did you let anybody in or what? Or was it closed door? Was it a closed door policy to everybody? Nobody gets to come in. I got my own turkey. I got my own ham. I got my own green beans and potato salad, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce. Whatever you did, however you did it. But, you know, when you throw a party, you throw a function or whatever, you want the people that you invited to come, and you don't want all the other people who just want to, you know, come crash or start trouble or get in the way of y'all having a good time. You don't want them to come to it in your party. So you may do a lot of things to make sure that that doesn't happen. And that's totally your right to do so. Let me see. What's that? Alan Donovan? Wait a minute. Alano Donovan. What up? What's good? Am I saying your name right though? Oh no, Alan O'Donovan. Alan O'Donovan. What's good? How you feeling? And what's that? Rylan Cruz. You subbed? Yo, I appreciate that. Thanks for the sub, my dude. That's not a small favor you did for me. That is not a small favor, and I won't treat it as such. I appreciate it, and I hope that you subbing, you will find good programming on this tape, on this platform, because we try to give you that. So tonight we are talking about controlling who shows up and who can't show up. So it's like when you throw a party, you throw a function, you have a get together, you have a graduation party or a wedding or a funeral or whatever, and you have a certain amount of guests and specific guests that you want to come on. You know what kind of party you would really vet people or really try to control who comes and who doesn't come? Pause for all of my young people who won't allow you to say anything that could be associated with sexual activity. Pause. Yeah, you know who would really stop people from coming? Pause. At a surprise party. At a surprise party, you really try to control who is invited or who can come to a surprise party. Because number one, you have to make sure that you don't leak the location and the dealings of a surprise party to people who will tell the person whose birthday it is. So that's an easy one. At a surprise party, you definitely have to control who can come to the party and who can't. You have to do the job, or the whole point of the party will be ruined. Now, speaking of surprise party, I had people on my dad's side. Oh my God, they will surprise party you to death. They are some surprise party people. I'm like, okay, another surprise party. Oh yeah, I'll remember not to say anything. Oh God, what a pain in the ass. Can't we ever just have a regular party where everybody knows where the party is going to be? And we don't have to keep our mouth shut or lie. Dirty Clean says, I couldn't afford dinner for myself, let alone everybody else. Oh, okay, all right. Yeah. I hope things get better. I do. Let me see. What's that team? I can't really read the writing. Team R7 or something like that. I don't know. You say you're from Russia? All right, Russia. That's what's up. I wasn't aware that. All right, Russia. Do your thing, Russia. Mother Russia. Ryland Cruz, what's up? Dirty Clean says exactly. Dirty Clean says, oh, you just got people just showing up randomly like they already belong there and they lived there for years and years and years. Nobody, you gotta go. I would much rather have individuals. They don't. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm lost. I'm lost now. Carmise Branch was good. Carmise was good. Yeah, I had to get the cow bones out tonight. You know, Thanksgiving. A lot of people had roast along with turkey or instead of turkey or along, you know. Not everybody rocks out with the turkey. Vice President J.D. Vance said nobody likes turkey. How you gonna speak for everybody? Just because you don't like turkey, that doesn't mean everybody doesn't, or that nobody likes turkey. I wouldn't invite you to my shit. Kami says, turn invited folk away. Wow. Turn invited folk? Why would you turn away invited folk? Or did you mean uninvited folk? Why would you turn the people that you invited away? If you wrote that correctly. If you wrote that correctly, please hit the like button, y'all. Please hit the like button. That's all I ask of you. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Just one little favor. Hit the like button and everything will be all right. We are talking about controlling who shows up and who can't. Controlling who shows up and who can't. You can come in. You can come in. And you can come in. But you? Don't call us. We'll call you. You're not invited to this party. Can't come through. Can't do it. Can't do it. You know? Can't do it. So, yeah. Like a surprise party is one of those things where you really have to, you have to control the whole thing about who can come and who can't. And the thing about a surprise party is if people aren't invited to a surprise party, nobody, you're probably not going to know because everybody had to keep everything hush hush in the first place. Carmi says, turn away uninvited guests. Okay, now we're talking. Turning away uninvited guests. Well, let me ask you this. What if you had a Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas is coming soon? If you celebrate, what do you do if a family member who you don't get along with or who you may have had a falling out with or pre-existing problems with, what do you do if they show up with somebody who was invited, like as a plus one? How do you handle that? So a cousin that you are no longer are cool with, that you are no longer on good terms with. Let's say they show up with your favorite aunt or uncle who may be their mother or their father or one of their siblings. So they're like a cousin. They're one of your cousins in the same nuclear family, immediate family. What do? You haven't been on speaking terms with this cousin or other family member, whatever. You can choose whoever it applies to. What do you do if they show up with somebody who you did invite? And while we're at it, when you are inviting people to a function of yours, do you not invite like family members or whatever, who you think might bring other people who you don't like with them. Like, let's say you have a favorite auntie, like I love my auntie, but I can't invite her to my parties or I can't invite her to my dinner because I know that she'll bring somebody who I don't like or somebody who is not good for my place. It may not be that you don't like the person. Maybe the person is on drugs. Maybe the person is a drunk. And every time they get drunk, they cause trouble. They cause problems. Problems at the party, baby. They cause problems at the party. What do you do when that's the situation? What do you do when that happens? How do you handle that? Carmi says, I'd be sure to let the uninvited know to just bring, you'd be sure to let the invited know to just bring yourself. But what if they violate it? Or maybe it's too late to let the uninvited guests know that you didn't want them to bring somebody because you invited them, but you didn't invite anybody else. Or maybe you thought that they were going to bring somebody like a +1 who was cool. Like you're not going to invite somebody who was married and tell them, well, you can come, but you can't bring your spouse. So maybe you assumed that they would bring their spouse, but instead maybe they brought their son or their daughter with them. And maybe their son or their daughter is of questionable character. And not only that, but they don't know how to act. They are a problem. And like I said, it might not be the case where you don't like the person, but maybe they cause trouble for other people. Like they get drunk and they throw up at parties, or they have poor hygiene. Their personal hygiene, like they stink. No, real shit. They stink. We could get really, really deep into this because there's so many variables when it comes to this kind of thing. Especially the personal hygiene thing. There's so many variables when it comes to the personal hygiene thing. Like, this can get deep. You know what? This is a dangerous area. But let's say this. Somebody that you invited to your party brought somebody with them who recently, well, let's put it this way. Let's say the person that they brought with them has they have a colostomy bag. You know, a colostomy bag stinks. Smells like shit. So it's not the person that's a bad person. You may not have a problem with that person, but they brought the person who wears who's fitted with a colostomy bag to your place. And they are literally stinking up the joint. It's not that they don't wash, but with a colostomy bag, you shit in the bag. And they shit the bag. So now you got to deal with this person brought this person to my party, and all my guests at my party are like, yo, what the fuck is going on here? They ready to leave early and all of that because it smelled like shit in the house or shit at the place. The banquet hall is smelling like a porta potty because somebody brought with them the colostomy bag having person. Shout out to any and everybody out there that has to use a colostomy bag because that's not a preferred condition to have. But it's a condition that can get in the way. It can get in the way. Carmi says, okay, in the case of medical, they cannot help that. I suppose I'd have to tell them to change it. Change what? Oh, change the colostomy bag? Like, yeah, that's the least you could do. Change the bag. But that can get messy. That can get messy. So the bottom line is that's a sticky situation, man. That's a situation that could really, really go left. And it might be hard to keep from looking like the bad guy in that situation. But you invited people to have a good time and to be comfortable and all of that. Carmi says, people who wear them have extra to change it. Bathroom freshener and soap, dear. All right. But nonetheless, when they came into the spot smelling like shit. And they brought that person in there like they didn't smell the shit when they was with them. So even after they go and change the colostomy bag, you know, they're going to be looking like, you know, the guests, now they looking like, this is different. They're going to keep that eye on that person. And the person that brought the person who has the colostomy bag is going to be feeling uncomfortable. So this ain't good. This ain't good. Evelyn, Royce, yo, how you been? How was my day? It was pretty good. I had a good Thanksgiving. You know, it's always good to spend time with family or whatever. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. You know, when the holidays come around, I don't even be wanting to do shit. I don't be wanting to leave the crib. I just be wanting to cool out and enjoy my days off. That's what I want to do, but it never turns out that way. It's all good. Dr. Darnell, yo, it's been a good little minute. It's always good to see you come back through, Dr. Darnell. I hope all of y'all had a good Thanksgiving or holiday, however you term it, because not everybody, you know, I understand some people are in some revolutionary type of vibe. And, you know, they may not want to call Thanksgiving. I get it. So whatever you call it, I hope that you had a great day. Carmi says, why you got to make it hard? Listen, I'm talking about real events that can happen. These are real occurrences that can come and literally stink up the joint. Evelyn says, it was great. They just now leaving. Wow. It's 2:44. Oh, you party. Oh, your people's party. Oh, y'all party. Then again, you might be on the West Coast. Are you on the West Coast? Are you on the West Coast, Evelyn? Dr. Darnell says, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Have it for years now. And that's why I put that out there, because I get it. I totally get it. I have no problem with that. He said, every day is Thanksgiving to my family. We do everything being thankful. I hear that. You know what? Let me not leave it there. Hold on. Let me get you a little something. Let me. Every day is Thanksgiving? Okay. Oh, shit. I don't have it queued up, as fate would have it. When I'm ready to get busy, it ain't time to get busy. But we will get busy. We will. I promise. Let's see. Nah. Okay. So y'all do the damn thing. Damn. Everything good? Everything good? All right. Okay. Oh, you from the Dirty South? Which Dirty South on the east or Dirty South in the middle? Are you on Eastern time or Central time? Because if your guests are just leaving, like on the East Coast, it's 2:48 in the morning. So if you're on Central time, like it's still, you know what I mean, 1:48 in the morning. Like your people party. That's my whole thing. That's all I'm saying. Your people party. They gets it in. And I ain't mad at that. Carmi says, you breaking out the Ivory Keys now. Dope. Your show is expanding. I'll look up and see you on a major channel. Oh, no, you won't. I know I'm too hot for network TV. I swear to God, I don't ever want to be on network TV because if I'm ever on network TV, that means I've totally sold out. They could never deal with the type of material that we do here. Not that we're vulgar or I would say that we're hard line. Like I'm not going to sugarcoat how I feel about anything dealing with social issues or politics or family issues or injustices and things like that. So on network TV, you have to deal with that. I'm good. Let's stay here where we can express ourselves freely as much as YouTube will allow us. Wink, wink. But it's all good. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you even, feeling like we could get there because it's all about success. All right. Oh, you from H-Town? So you are on Central Standard Time. All right. So yeah, y'all party. Y'all, I know H-Town gets it in. Shout out to H-Town, Houston, Texas in the house. Houston, Texas in the house. The one part of Texas that I like Houston. I've never been there, but I've known some good people that were from Houston, and I know how they get down. Unlike that Dallas. But it's all about sports, so it's personal with me in Dallas. But Houston is okay with me. I used to like the Oilers, the Rockets. Do y'all have? Oh, even the Astros at certain times. Not when they play the Phillies, but I ain't mad at the Astros. Not mad at the Astros. Carmi says, yo, you play on the elephant tusks. I know. These are plastic keys. We ain't killing no elephants in order to play no instruments around here. I refuse to let an elephant die just so I can play. I refuse. But it's all good though. What is this? What we got here? How much is this? They always trying to, you know how you already bought something and they try to sell you some more shit? Okay. Like I have to decide if I really need this shit. So when I got on this MPC player, it was like, oh, upgrade to the next thing, but it's not a free upgrade. How much does this upgrade cost? Let me see. How much? Now, if they are taking too long to say how much something costs, then it's way more than you want to pay. And it is. It absolutely is. MPC2 software, $99. I'm not paying that shit. You must be crazy. That's not going to happen. Yeah. You know what? I'll think about it. It's not going to happen today. And they like, look, if you buy now, it's going to be cheap, cheap, cheap. And I'm like, no, no, no. He said, where's my kitty? Over there asleep. Yeah. You feel like making an appearance? I saw you pop up when I called you. What up? You want to come over here? She like, look, I'm over here on the chair, cold chilling. You know what I mean? You just go over here. You just do what you do. You go and use those words or whatever those sounds are that you do for hours and hours. She like, I'm chilling. She act like she got the itis. She ain't got no itis. Oh, man. All right, man. Oh, yeah, I definitely have a cat. Evelyn says, that's the sound for a dog. No. Cats definitely respond to kissing. Like, soon as I said it, she's like, huh? Somebody talking to me? Somebody talking to me? So the kissing sound goes for cats and dogs. I think it goes for cats more, to be honest with you. You said, bring the kitty to the party? She said, nah. She got to get in her 19 hours. She got to get her 19 hours or part of the 19 hours of sleeping. It's all good. But back to what we're talking about. Controlling who shows up and who can't. This is more than just parties. We can talk about more than just parties. But when you throw a function, when you have something that you're doing, because it could be a meeting. It could be a meeting. You want to make sure that certain people don't show up there who are going to be disruptive or who are going to make other people uncomfortable or people who are going to stop the purpose or interrupt the purpose that you are doing whatever it is that you do or having whatever you're having. You don't want people that are going to get in the way of that. It's not too much to ask. You're asking the right thing. Like, yo, don't mess up my spot. That's what I'm asking you to do. And if you mess up my spot, it's going to be a problem. My man Jay Sloan is in the house. Jay Slizzy. Jay Sloan, what up? And happy Thanksgiving to you, my dude. Evelyn says she's just used to your sound. I hear a different sound on here. Oh, no. I've had multiple cats before. I've had cats before. I have outside cats. They all respond to that. I found that out when I was like 9 or 10 years old, though. So if I kiss at her again, she's going to wake up again. Like, yo, stop calling me. And then she looked over here. She was like, I would come, but I know you don't want shit. I know you don't want nothing. And I'm not coming. You got to go, Evelyn? She said, they got to go. Oh, you said they got to go. Put a few people out of my house before. Hey, now you're talking. Now you're talking about what we're talking about. Had to put people out of the crib. Now, nothing says that I didn't invite you over here or I told you not to come over here with that bullshit like getting put out the crib. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, the needle on the record scratch. Zzz, yo, Eddie Murphy style. Get the fuck out. Everybody gotta go. Everybody gotta go. I don't care if it's people that I don't know or do know. This is the wrong show for you to be fronting, and all of this confusion is not what I'm wanting. So you get to step in and make sure you step fast, so I have to put one in that ass. And I'm not talking about being sexual. I mean that I'm going to let off this lead. It's perpetual. 1 shot, 2 shots, 3. I empty the clip or the magazine. You'll get the fuck up off the scene. I ain't trying to really clean up no blood, and I ain't trying to let the blood be running just like a flood. because that blood cleanup is on some other stuff, and I ain't got enough bleach, and not at least for each and every one of y'all. I don't want to be a mass murderer, but I heard ya. Anyway, like I said, there may be a party you're throwing. You have the right to have the people who you want at your function that you want. Now, people can get mad because they didn't get invited. But you didn't invite them. And you might not have invited them on purpose. Or there might not have been enough room for them. Or this may not have been the right type of fit for them. And they all mad. Why are you all mad and shit? Everyone says the garden tools keyed people's cars after that. Oh, Lord. You said the hose, they keyed people. Ah! I hear that. That's some of the realest shit I ever heard in my life. It really is. That's some of the realest shit I'd have never heard. That's some of the realest shit I'd have never heard. For real. That is extremely real. But if they gotta go, then they gotta go. They gotta go and you gotta know. But, I mean, things are going to work out the way that it's supposed to. Not everybody can get down. You said the garden tools keyed everybody's car. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. Yo, Jay Sloan, guess what? I have wonderful news, my dude. I have wonderful news. And some of y'all, I mean, this is a personal accomplishment, but I got my first viral video. I finally did it. I got a viral video. You know, like I was like, wow. You know, and I pictured it being different than it was. Like, it just kind of happened. It didn't go viral on YouTube. They would never allow me to do that. Nah, I shouldn't say that, right? But it went viral on Facebook. I finally got a viral video. 10-second video, but I guess enough people was feeling it. Y'all want to hear the video? If y'all want to know what video it was, let me see. Let me see. It was yeah, you might be too old to be fighting, but make sure you never get too old to win a fight. Defense. Yeah, you might be too old to be fighting, but make sure you never get too old to win a fight. So, defense. So, it did 102,000 views on Facebook. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. So we got one. I got one. And they say if you can get one, then you can get two. but I got the one, and I'm gonna put that little feather in my cap, so at least I can say that I finally got a viral. A lot of like 400 and something shares. I was like, look at this shit. They really feeling this thing. Who knew? Who knew? And Jason said, why that one? Can you explain it? I think that the reason that one went viral is because a lot of people in our age frame or older can feel it. Like when I say, like it says, you might be too old to be fighting, but make sure you never get so old that you can't win a fight. I think people just, like middle age, even people probably like only 30 years old could probably feel that, because you know how you get to a certain age in your life. You ain't supposed to be out there on the streets fighting, fist fighting. It ain't a good look. And, as you get older, you start thinking more about safety than about knocking somebody out. You said, all right, so it resonated so widely that people shared the hell out of it. Makes sense. I was thinking, like, why that one? I mean, why not that one? But I just didn't expect that one to catch fire. I didn't expect it to catch fire like that, and it did. So yeah, like, I guess they really felt that from the comments and all of that. All right, matter of fact, I'm gonna show you on Facebook. Hold on. You see that? Make sure y'all can see that. You see that? 116 comments, 423 shares, 106,000 views. Like, this shit, it really happened over the course of 2 days. I was like, look at this shit. Wow. But and it's funny because when I say, never let yourself get so old that you can't win a fight, I'm not necessarily talking about a fist fight. Anything you do, anything you're trying to accomplish in your life is a fight. So, I mean, don't let yourself get too old to try. Don't let yourself get too old to, to dream, to move on, to press on, to change, to improve, because it's all a fight. It adds up to a fight. But anyway, I just wanted to, I know Jason, me and him have talked off cam a lot about the direction of how this channel is going and all that. I know he's concerned about me and whatever. That's my man. So I just wanted to let him know, like, we got one. We got one viral video. Now, if we could only get it on this platform, because I hate to say it, but this is where I would really love to see it. And unfortunately, this is probably the likeliest place to see it, because when you share videos on other platforms, you get to see the preview of the video first. Whereas with YouTube, you don't get that. So a lot of people are reluctant to share YouTube videos. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. When people can see a video already moving, they can already get into it, they'll share that. And that's the reason why these little shorts seem to get shared more than other videos, because they're already in motion. You already get a preview. Damn. Dude said, I've never been in a fight. You know what? I would like to say I've never been in a fight, but the truth is I've been in many. And way more than I wanted to be in. I don't really like to fight, But when I fight, I don't really like to stop fighting. Like, fuck it. This is not bad. Well, fuck you up. There's no doubt I have the physical skills for it. There's no doubt that from the time I was a little boy, we had to fight. It wasn't an option. If you lived around my way, you had to fight. And it didn't even have anything to do with being mad at somebody or over somebody or over what somebody did. The old heads, and by old heads, I mean, you know, kids that was only about 4 or 5 years older than you, they would break out the gloves and y'all would have to go at it. It's Throwback Thursday. We can talk about this shit. Yeah, they break out the gloves. And if you didn't know how to punch right, they would show you. Jason says, if you got one, you can and will get the next one. And then one after that and so on. That's what I've heard. I heard you got to break the ice with the first one. You got to break the ice with the first one. That's absolutely the most views I've ever had. And even though it's only 10-second views, it's only a 10-second video, it kind of makes sense because we've dumbed down our attention span to whereas I done figured out with these little short videos, like, of course, if you're looking for views, you make the video short as shit because people look at the little timestamp. And now I've noticed that if I put up a minute long or 2 minute video, it's like, I don't know if I have a minute or two of my time, but 15 seconds, I got that for you, homie. I got that. So people will listen to these, just a few words, a couple of sentences. And that shit will resonate with them. Unfortunately, social media and the internet has made us not want to listen enough. That's why when we do this show and it's an hour and a half or 2 hours and all of that, it's harder. It's harder to get, more views. I don't want to be belly aching like, oh no, I'll never be anything unless I get it over with fast. We're not doing that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Evelyn says, you're right, because these young people be trying you. And they do. They do. And she says, everybody been in fights. I know people who have never been in a fight, Evelyn. It's like the weirdest thing. I'm like, how do you avoid a fight your whole life? Did you just run? Did you refuse to fight? Like, you never made nobody mad enough or jealous enough to whereas they wanted to fight you? How does that work? I don't think my daughter's mom has ever been in a fight. Ever. I'm like, I don't think my daughter has ever been in a fight. Weird shit. Weird. Evelyn says, yes, them bullies. Jason says, from our generation growing up in the city, we've almost all been in real fights. The commenter clearly doesn't know about Philly in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Clearly have no conception. There's no way you could be from this city and never. What you mean you never been in a fight? So you mean to tell me that somebody just went upside your head and you just ran? Or you just went to go tell the teacher or some shit like that because you had to fight. Nobody ever put hands on you? Ever? I'm trying to think about what my mentality would be like if nobody ever put hands on me. Because people would put hands on me. And I had to put hands on them right back. Get your fucking hands off me. Zuri Acevedo. Or is that Zarel? Is that Zarel Acevedo? What's good? Evelyn said, really? These dumb kids back then fight for crazy reasons. Shit. In Philly, you had to fight. This is a fighting ass city. Now, these young cats nowadays, they know how to knock somebody out, but they don't necessarily know how to fight. I know that doesn't make sense. Like, how can you knock somebody out but not know how to fight? Because in order for you to say that you know how to fight, you have to be able to fight back when somebody is fighting you. It can't just be, you catch somebody off guard and sucker punch them and knock them out. In order to say that you know how to fight, you have to be able to defend yourself and then get on offense after the defense when somebody is coming at you. So you might have to duck punches. You might have to take punches. Shit. Back in the day, having body beating contests or body beating matches. Nobody hit in the face. You just had to, you know what I mean? So you building yourself up to be able to take body blows. Do you know what a shot in the ribs can do to you? You see what happens when you do body blows, when you give somebody a really bad body blow in Street Fighter or Tekken or Mortal Kombat. Them body blows take your power meter, get you on up out of there. Get you on up out of there. Jason says, I don't know any males I grew up with who have never been in a fight, but females, yeah, a few. And I'm always surprised to hear from people who I've met from other places, men and women who haven't. Yeah, it's like, this shit is wild. Evelyn says, I can say I never lost a fight with boys or girls or grown men and women. Evelyn, you get it in, huh? Did you grow up with brothers? You sound like you grew up with brothers that wasn't that toughened you up hard as nails. Like, listen, I might lose my money, but I'll be goddamn if I lose a fight. Yes, I lost my wallet. I lost my pocketbook. I lost the keys to my car and my house, but I won the fight, goddamn. Ain't nobody running around here talking about they beat up Evie Ev. You didn't beat up E. E beat up you. No, you didn't beat up E. E beat up ye. You didn't beat up E. E beat up ye. I didn't know that we would start talking about fighting. But speaking of fighting, when you invite somebody to your crib and they bring somebody else that they ain't had no business inviting to your crib, it can result in a fight. And one of the worst fights that you can ever have emotionally is having to fight your family members. Because you don't really want to do them dirty, but you might have to put them down. You might have to put them down. And when you get into a fist fight with your family members, it divides the family. You might have been right, but it don't feel right. Yeah, but it says a man hit me so hard, my ear was ringing. I went crazy. Oh, shit. Jason said body boxing. Can't say I missed that. Funny thing, body boxing. We actually we actually followed the rules to not hit him in the face, but you had to get your power together. Boom, boom, boom. The key to, well, I don't have to tell you this, but you want to stick close to the person so they can't extend their arms to get you. So they get mad at you like, yo, stop getting all up on me. So it's okay, let me get like 2 feet away from you so you can get a good, so you can cock all the way back and get in a good one and try to knock my kidney off. No. I'm gonna control this body boxing. But slap boxing always led to a fight. Body boxing didn't lead to a fight. And I think it's because you felt like you was already in a fight, a bad fight with body boxing. But that goddamn slap boxing, does that ever go? Well, I ain't gonna say does it ever go well, because sometimes it does. But I think slap boxing is so demoralizing to the loser, then for some reason they think that they could actually beat you with fists. I'm like, you couldn't beat me with the slaps. You think I'm gonna let you touch me with the fist? You have a better chance with the slaps because you have a longer extension. With this, you losing about 3-4 inches. The phalanges are reeled in. If I were you, I would stick with the slap boxing. That seems like a good look for you. Everyone says, 5 brothers and 6 sisters. Oh, gosh. 7 girls. That's the game we did. That's the game we did body boxing. Good Lord. Said my older brother and other brothers taught me. Then I started training in martial arts and joined the army for 8 years. Oh. Hey, Jason. While Evelyn was talking about never losing a fight, we thinking she's just a regular scrappy chick on the streets. No. She trained this shit. Her brothers trained her. And then she had the nerve to go to the army and get formal training. She's a damn killer. No wonder she ain't losing no fights. She was fucking born to fight. She's damn a human pit bull. She's a human cane corso. Want me to get him? I got him. My mouth was like a gun, and I shot him. Oh my gosh. Sending somebody who already can fight, likes to fight, into the army. That's what happened with my big brother. My big brother already liked to fight. And then he went in the army and stayed an infantryman. All he wanted to do was fight. Stayed in infantry. You know how you go in the army? You know you learn a skill, learn a trade. You know what I mean? So when you come out, you have something. My big brother stayed in the army in infantry, just waiting for another tour. Got kicked out of the army, but managed to get kicked out of the army on an honorable discharge. His dentist. This is some crazy shit. My big brother damn near beat one of the army dentists to death because he kept telling him that it was hurting when he was doing his dental work. And he felt like the doctor wasn't listening. So he beat the fuck out of him. He was about to get court-martialed. What happened? The dentist died of something else unrelated to the beating that my brother gave him. And they gave my brother an honorable discharge. Like, you ain't in this army no goddamn more. But we're going to give you an honorable discharge so you will get your money. You will get your retirement and all of that shit. your pension and all of that. But he was about to do mad time. He damn near killed that dentist because he was an infantryman. Infantry. He knew how to fight. All he did was fight. And it wasn't all shooting. Crazy as hell. Oh, man. Evelyn says, when your parents tell you to protect your brothers and sisters, and I was the fifth child. Says, man, the army lets you fight, especially with that stick that looked like an ear cleaner. Oh my God, what are you talking about? They done made this lady into a monster. A monster, I tell you. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Please make sure y'all hit the like button. I see y'all commenting on the poll question, but can you please hit the like button? I mean, you know, I ain't asking for a lot. Hey, what up, Cam? How you feeling? Good to see you. Good to see you. Says, I'm taking a shit right now. Well, you go ahead and do what you got to do. You do what you got to do. Evelyn says, I'm a very sweet lady, and I do not deny that. But you a sweet lady that probably shouldn't be fucked with. Because then you might turn into hot sauce. Dallas. What up, Dallas? What's good? What's good? All right, let's see how we doing with the poll question so far. What do you do if someone who wasn't invited shows up at a party you are hosting? What do you do? 34% said depends on if they're with someone. And I didn't have enough room to say depends on if they're with someone who was invited. Evelyn said, you made me drop my drink. Chill. And 41%, which is the majority, says turn them away at the door. Like, yo, I didn't invite you. You're not invited. I don't like you. I'm sorry, you can't come into this function. No, you can't have a wristband. No, you're not on the guest list. No, I can't put you on the guest list. No, I can't make an exception. I'm sorry. Yo, please get the fuck away from here. All right. 7% said let them in and fight them. Only 7%. Evelyn, was that you? Let me stop messing with you. And 17% said let other invitees handle it. In other words, all right, we didn't invite them. But tell you what, if the people in here are okay with you coming in, then fine. Fine. If they're all right with it, I'm okay with it. Make it count. Evelyn says, if you wasn't invited, bye. Dallas says, if it was just that, I might let them stay because I'm a nice guy. Okay. I understand. Listen, I mean, listen, man, people handle certain situations differently. I get it. I totally get it. Me being me, though, I know that if I didn't invite you to my function and you just show up, that ain't gonna go well. It ain't. That's not gonna be a good look. Nobody at this party is gonna be happy. Nobody at this party is going to be happy over this. This is not where you want to be. You understand what I mean? This ain't where you want to be, Chief. This ain't where you want to be. But everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. Hold your head, kid. Everything is going to be all right. Everything is down for the real hype. For everybody who subscribed to the channel tonight, I appreciate y'all. I see a few of y'all subscribed. I appreciate y'all. Please hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please. Please. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, cool. We good? We good? Cool. But yeah. Controlling who shows up and who can't show up. Now, what if you don't want somebody to come to something that you're having, and it's not because you don't like them. It's not because they're a bad person or whatever. Maybe it's just not for them. Maybe this is just not let me ask y'all something, man. Have you ever thrown something that was for adults and somebody tried to bring their kids? Like, yo, no, this is not the place for your kids. Come on now. This is not the place for your kids. Have you ever had a function, a get-together, a party, a meeting, a thing, a shindig, and somebody tried to bring their kids? You like, yo, you can't bring your kids to this. Ain't no. Well, why? Oh, I ain't no babysitter. Why can't bring? I mean, they don't have to be in here while we talking. Like, no. This is a strip club. They can't play outside of this. No. 1 in the morning. Why you got your kids? Okay. Cam says, if a stranger knocked on your door asking to use the toilet and it was an emergency, would you let them? Fuck no. No. Piss in the alley. Shit in an empty lot. I don't know. Whatever you got to do. What you think this is? Jesus don't live here. I'm sorry. Evelyn says, people be all in your bathroom, stealing your meds and eating up your food and drinks and didn't bring shit. And that's a fact. Cam says, I got to go to the gym, but I don't want to. Well, it's your decision. Well, what sort of freaky party you throw in there? Little couples parties or something? I mean, no, it don't have to be that. It just may have been something. Maybe it was just a mature event and it just wasn't for kids. It wasn't something. Maybe y'all just getting high. You was having a marijuana party, a cocaine party. You're opening up a dispensary. I'm opening up this marijuana dispensary. And no, this ain't a place that you bring the kids. No. We're not having no weed smoking kids. Only weed smoking adults. Bottom line is, you wasn't supposed to bring no kids to this thing. And you did. And that was messing up the whole vibe and the whole shit. So you got to go. Drop your kids off at your mom's house. Evelyn says, I told a person not to bring her baby kids to my party. She paid a sitter. Exactly. Cam says, it's true, though. I don't want to see anyone's kids when I'm enjoying myself. That's what I'm saying. It may not have anything to do with the fact that it may not have anything to do with you not liking kids, but this is not for them. This ain't for them. We didn't design this We didn't sketch this up for no churn. No churn. No churn on the premises. No churn up in here. No churn. Leave your churn at the crib. Leave your churn at the crib. When people try to do that kind of crazy shit, they know damn well this wasn't no function for no kids. Well, I mean, you know, we can just have them in the other room or no. Go ahead. Go handle your parental business. Go handle your parental business. We not having no kids up in here. We're not having no kids in here, man. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. All right, man. We about to get on up out of here. I think we've done this topic enough justice. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do these birthday shout outs. And then I'm going to let you good people go on about your Black Friday or it is 3:30 something in the morning. So let's do this. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious November 27th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get. How? Hey, did you use that lemon juice for your nose? No, I didn't, but I was good. Number one out the box, Soel Jordan, and also Tiffany Jordan, and also Shirley, and Arielis Garcia Adames, and also Rachel Akosua George, and Taj Runnit, and Nicole Nikki Smith, and Jennifer Craig, and my girl Leslie E. Hicks Gorham, and last but not least, Legend Noel. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all, and I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit, and that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious November 27th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, Yo, Evelyn, what's your birthday? Let me know, I won't forget it. I'ma make sure we hit it. Go hard, go for yours, and remember. Go hard, go for yours, and remember. Yo, this is your time when you have a function. Yo, you gotta rhyme. You don't have to rhyme, but you gotta say something. Make sure that your guests know that you keep it pumping. This is something just for all of us. Make sure that you can trust that I'ma keep you safe and I'ma make you comfy, but I ain't gonna let you come through off the wall, Humpty Dumpty, y'all on some other bullshit. Boy, you let that motherfucker in this place. And now I'm going to have to make sure I clear out space. I ain't making no room. You about to be doomed and you thought it would be okay. Why did you assume that would be all right with me? But you are the ones that I invited to see. You probably won't make the next function. So I'ma make sure that you get this conduction. Cause I say conjunction. That be like an and and a but and a comma. Yo, I ain't coming through with this crazy drama. You make me mad and now I feel kind of angry. And I don't want to be like that. And nobody can change me from bad to good. And then you should have just followed instructions, but you just a fuck son. And you make me on some other shit. And I'm really trying to calm down, but really I ain't with it. But I'm going to do it for my guests, and I'm going to make sure that I don't show my ass or even less. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night, 1 a.m. for the music show. Y'all know on Friday nights, we come through at 1 a.m. in the morning instead of 2 a.m. in the morning like we do Monday through Thursday. So make sure y'all come through at 1 a.m. where we will be having fun tomorrow night talking about music. Now, I don't know the topic that we're going to talk about yet, but you can best believe that shit is going to be on time. So, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. So make sure. Oh, your birthday is in March? Okay. All right, so you Pisces or are you an Aries? He says, I have a big time party. Colors are black and yellow. You invited. That's what's up. Black and yellow. Oh, God, you a Steelers fan. Ugh. Ah! I ain't mad at the Steelers. Got a lot of Super Bowls. All right, y'all. So I'm going to holler at y'all later. Yo! Y'all have a good one. A blessed one. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. All right.